Arlette Arteaga. I'm from Mexicali and I graduated from Savannah Universidad in 2005 as an industrial engineer. My career has been a little bit different along the years, but I started in Honeywell Aerospace as a co-op, and I learned a little bit about new process and new product development. Basically what I did back then was take an old configuration of a turbocharger, analyze the parts, and compare them against the new product that they were creating. It was something that it was very interesting, but it was not really something that I wanted to do for my career. So when I had the opportunity to finish that co-op, I moved on to Gulfstream Aerospace right after college. I graduated in 2005, started in Gulfstream Mexicali as a manufacturing engineer. And what I loved about that position is that I was able to problem solve. It was not only learning how things come together, it was also the opportunity to solve this big puzzle while things don't work. Why do parts don't fit, for example? After that, because of my abilities as a problem solver and my education, my background, and very good English skill apparently, I was able to be sent to Savannah, Georgia, where I currently live. I work for Mexicali in Savannah, Georgia, basically analyzing all the parts that were coming to an aircraft, brand spanking new aircraft. And I helped Mexicali make the decision if it was based on the abilities that Mexicali already had, if it was a good idea for those parts to be built in Mexicali. And if they were not able to be built in Mexicali, what could we change for them to be able to be made there? So I got to work with a lot of different engineers in different aspects of the aircraft. And I got to learn a lot about the tooling that we basically designed to be able to build the aircraft. But the best part, and I never thought I would do this in my career, was to learn about aerospace. Aerospace has been an absolutely fascinating part of my life, and I don't travel anymore without thinking about how an airplane that I'm getting on has been built, or what kind of issues has had before and how do they solve it. And I started looking at little things like the rivets and the seams and how the seats are built, like little things that you start noticing, or the cockpit. I'm fascinated by the cockpit. Gulfstream is one of the best in the market right now. It has a very, very, very modern cockpit. The intention of Gulfstream is for any pilot, even if you're like right out of school, all the way until the end of your career and you're very, very seasoned pilot, you're able to fly this airplane. And education comes in as continuous improvement. We want to make sure that we don't stay behind, right? So our competitors are still going to try to be one step ahead, and what can we do to not be like that? So education comes in, and based on the new developments that technology has to offer, we are able to innovate on our product. After 12 years in manufacturing, I decided to move back to engineering because I wanted to keep learning. And I started as a project engineer 3 years ago, and it has been probably one of the most fun jobs I've ever had. I apologize that I cannot show really anything because I work on a lot of very secretive stuff, but we basically have, if you have ever watched the show Mythbusters, that was definitely my biggest dream in life. That was the dream job. Like, are you kidding me? You get to burn things and freeze things, and my current job is very close to that. The difference between my previous job and my current job, they both a little bit of problem solving. I think that's part of the engineering world in life, is that I don't get to have any direct reports. I don't get to manage personnel anymore. I manage a project. So for example, a project comes in and I select the most, based on certain abilities that individuals have in my team, I pick those very best that fit the envelope to be able to perform certain projects. Even though I'm not allowed to talk about a lot of the things that we do, I'm gonna give you an example. So think about your cell phone. Before the new updates are pushed, they're tested in a very safe environment, right? So to make sure that it's not gonna crash everybody's cell phone. So when you are doing those tests, there are a team of people on the side, several engineers, from all sorts of different things, right? You have to have someone from human factors and economics to see how that display would work and how you feel about it. You have to have those IT guys to be able to troubleshoot on the backgrounds, your app guys. So something similar to that. I get to pick individuals from all these different teams to be able to solve a problem for a project. I've been doing that for about 3 years, and a few of the things that I can tell you is I got to build a burn lab about 2 years ago, and it's probably one of the most fun things to watch. I get to fly in the simulator, as I said, from time to time too. I'm not a very good pilot, I have to admit it. I need a little more practice. But it's always fun to pretend that you are one. And it's always fun to understand how an airplane flies to be able to problem solve. The biggest things I have learned about my career have been do whatever makes you happy. Money will come, I promise. If you're good at what you do and you enjoy what you do, money will follow. Don't focus only on, I want to make more money. Make yourself happy. Enjoy what you do. Educate yourself. Don't let others just get ahead. Make sure that you have ambition, but the good ambition. Be a good person. Be kind. Make sure that you listen with the intention of learning. Learning is what makes a difference and gives you opportunities to do other things and meet other people. Other things that I have learned is that whenever you get to a position where you are not learning anymore, it's time to move. It's time to find something else that allows you to grow. Career opportunities will always be there to the ones that apply themselves. Invest time, put the effort in it. I have had a very happy life in Savannah, Georgia. I have had a lot of challenges and a lot of reward and a lot of hard work at Gulfstream, and I absolutely love it, and I wouldn't have it any other way. From time to time, I get to go to Mexicali, not as often as I would want, but it's part of the show. Open your opportunities to as many other things. Travel outside, move out if you have to. But whatever you do, make sure that you do it for yourself and to make yourself happy. That's all I got for you.